we saw it fit to spotlight the lives, stories, and contributions of these nation builders who make up the PSOJ Hall of Fame. The PSOJ believes that Jamaica's true potential can only be realized together, and together we can make Jamaica a nation to be proud of, a place to live, work, and raise families.
I'm Chris Zacca. I'm the CEO of Sagicor Group Jamaica, and my journey has been a long and exciting and enjoyable one. I have worked in most industries in Jamaica, if not all industries, and currently in financial services. I'm having the time of my life. You know, I think both is the people that surround me. I've always been a person who relies on the people around me in my personal life, my family in particular, and in my professional life. It has always been about an amazing team and supporting each other and developing each other. You know, it's hard to pick a particular milestone in my career. I would say that my interaction and learnings at every step of my career with great men. I could mention Honorable Gordon Butch Stewart when I was with his group, and Danny Williams, Honorable Danny Williams. Both of them of blessed memory has been a highlight of my professional career. There have been so many challenges. We can talk about economic downturns such as the FinSac era. We can talk about COVID more recently. I've always navigated challenges by finding solutions and working, as I said, with the people that I am working with. Not looking at the downside, but looking at the solutions to the roadblocks and finding ways around them. I've always been very passionate about every step and stage of my career. What has driven me, I think, is a desire to achieve and to grow both personally and the entity that I'm with and the industry I'm with. And always underpinning that is a desire to help to grow the country of Jamaica. So I think all of those things have combined to make my career, you know, one of constant achievement, giving back, and watching the people around me grow. So that has kept me going. You know, in terms of underpinning, in terms of advice that underpins how I operate, both personally and professionally, I think integrity, you know, speak the truth, care about people too, do the right thing even though it might be the painful thing. Those attributes I learned from my father and mother. So I've had many mentors, and all of them have given me great value add to myself as a person and a professional. I would have to speak about Gordon Butch Stewart, Sandals ATL Group, where I was for many years. A genius in terms of business. And another genius, Danny Williams, Honorable Danny Williams, in terms of my current career. Actually, he has mentored me even before I joined Sagicor. And you know, before all of this, I was an engineer at Denon Geddes Red Stripe, and there was the chief head of engineering was Paul Stockhausen, and you know, he really helped me in my technical career. and continues to be a great friend. Well, I encourage entrepreneurship. So first and foremost, take risks. If you are so minded, some people just can't manage risks, but entrepreneurship is about risks. But manage those risks. In other words, figure out what the risks are and find strategies to reduce those risks. Look for mentors to talk to who have done similar things, and also be honest and truthful.
I feel like I do these tributes to you with numbing regularity. I think this is my third for the year. You keep winning all of these awards, it's crazy.
He's a legend. I know, yes I know.
One of the things I greatly admire about Chris is that he's a true servant of his country. His love of Jamaica is palpable, and it's manifested in so many different ways, in ways that you've never seen before, or happens under the surface, or ways that are more public in the many roles he's played.
In every part of his career path, he has made a tremendous mark on the organizations he's been a part of. But what he's done for the nation is really quite remarkable, and a lot of people don't appreciate or understand the level of work he has done.
He's a legend.
My father saw a potential in this youngster, this brilliant mind, an MIT graduate. Chris moved from Caribbean to ATL, onto Air Jamaica, and ultimately being our deputy chairman of our entire group. Chris Zacca's work is demonstrated by his actions and his success.
He's a perfectionist. He wants to ensure that everything gets done to its best. He will do whatever it takes to make sure the job gets done well.
When I worked at DNG with him as a summer student, we had these German guys come down to install a filler. And they came in and they couldn't get the filler to work. And Chris said, you know what, let me take home the electrical drawings. Chris took them home. The next day he came, he went under the filler. Half an hour later he emerged kind of greasy and wet. Pressed the button and the filler worked. The Germans were totally upset. It was quite something, but it just showed Chris's incredible mental acuity. A few people I've met can actually, look at something complex and simplify it and make it workable.
The reality is he's a remarkable man and really a true solid Jamaican.
Chris, I want to say to you, just keep being you. You've inspired so many of us over the years. I've watched you as a youngster in action every day. Your mentorship never came by hand-holding, it came by you doing and all of us seeing.
Your participation in so many things that have built the national fabric in Jamaica has been, just truly amazing. And I really cannot think of anyone more worthy of this award.
Tonight, Chris, we salute you. We are proud of you and we are inspired by you. The next generation looks up to you. Keep being exactly who you are and fighting for the amazing country of Jamaica.
Congratulations, Chris. You really deserve this, and I'm very, very happy to be here to celebrate it with you.
Every generation brings new hopes and ambitions. Sagicor has been helping Jamaicans to realize their dreams. As we celebrate our past, we look forward to continuing that legacy of trust, providing support and financial solutions for the next generation to succeed. Sagicor, building trust, one generation at a time. Boy, well, you know, I was president of the PSOJ for 5 years, over 2 stints. And I, myself, as president, inducted several Hall of Famers. And I was always in awe of those persons in terms of their accomplishments and contribution to society and to the country of Jamaica, as well as their business contributions. And frankly, I'm just overwhelmed to be included in that, along with those 29 other persons. Along with the people that I worked with, I think made a significant difference in the private sector in Jamaica, both in terms of the companies I worked for and their contributions. We can speak of Air Jamaica in terms of national pride, in terms of tourism support. We can speak of the Jamaica Observer in terms of journalism and contributing to the narrative of the country. Can speak about Sagicor, where we are nation building. We're contributing to a wide range of businesses in terms of supporting them financially, as well as our insurance products that, you know, provide safety for people as they journey through their lives. So I think those contributions have been significant, but I have to add my time at the PSOJ, we got a lot done. Can talk about energy policy, the advent of LNG to Jamaica, talk about the IMF agreement and fiscal policy, and we can talk about revamping of the tax structure of the country in a more efficient way. So and I could go on and on, I think. I think my views of leadership have been shaped by core principles of doing the right thing, caring about people, being forthright and honest, but it also requires toughness to do the right thing, even though it is a tough thing. And that, to me, is one of the harder parts of leadership. But for my entire career, I learned every day. So I'm still learning and still making mistakes and learning from them. I think where I've gone through times in my leadership journey that weren't that good or didn't work out the way I wanted, I basically look back at it and learn from it. And a lot of times it's because I didn't follow my gut and I didn't stick to my core principles. So I think I'm always having to remind myself to do that. And I think your gut is a very important part of leadership. Think from your heart rather than your head sometimes. My family and the people I work with, you know, without that, you can't do nothing. You know, my professional responsibilities are fun. There are tough times, of course, but for the most part, I enjoy what I do. And I maintain my balance with my friends and my family. I find time to decompress, and it's something I speak about all the time with my team members. Is wellness is important, and a big part of wellness is work-life balance. Some people around me would think that I should do more of the work-life balance, but I think I'm doing okay. There's so many career moments that bring smiles to my face. That is a hard question to pick one because it's going to upset some people that are involved with it. When I was CEO of Air Jamaica and we were in the World Cup eliminations in 1998, and we flew the Air Jamaica jet right over the stadium and blew everybody's minds, and it was spectacular for me. And we won and made it to France. Yes, man, for sure. It is around the integrity and morals that my parents that part always get me. Without a doubt, my parents instilling in me morals and integrity is what has shaped my life and allowed me to be the person I am. I have the utmost confidence and positive expectations for Jamaica in the future. We've gone through tough times, but we are a resilient country and we have far more good than bad. And as I said, I have worked a lot with people in Jamaica, both in the private sector and government. And I find when we get together, work together, we can accomplish anything. And I'm very proud of Jamaica. I can say that to my colleagues and to other leaders across the private and public sector, it has been a great pleasure to be a part of this group. And, let's keep working together. Let's find ways to work closer and closer together going forward.
I'm just so happy to say congratulations to Christopher Zacca, my boss, on being inducted into the PSOJ Hall of Fame. Chris, this is well deserved. You're somebody who really care about the community. You get involved in every way that you can. Anything to do with Jamaica land we love, that's you, right? And you preach that to all of us, that we must always be doing things for our country.
Chris, one of the things that you've done for me and for others who report to you is that you forced us to be better because you do not accept mediocrity. And sometimes that might make you come across as being miserable, but those who really know it's not you just being miserable, but you want us to not be perfect, but to constantly achieve progress. I really appreciate that about you.
We officially met in 2018 when I came here, and the guidance that you've given me, the screw face that you've given me, the times when you don't want to talk to me, which are all learning tools, I really appreciate that. Everybody always knows where your headspace is at. But anyway, hiss your teeth, close a door, whatever it is, it going to come out that we know how you feel. Or whether you get emotional because, we're all doing well, right?
That is what has pushed not just me, myself and the leaders, but Sagicor to grow. And it is that kind of drive that you have that I know you have brought, not just to Sagicor, but even to nation building. So Chris, that's why I believe that this induction into the Hall of Fame is so well deserved. Because let's face it, you're a people builder. You're a company builder, and you're a nation builder.
All the champagne, all the honors. Respect you, Chris.
So, Captain, congrats once again.
Every generation brings new hopes and ambitions. Sagicor has been helping Jamaicans to realize their dreams. As we celebrate our past, we look forward to continuing that legacy of trust, providing support and financial solutions for the next generation to succeed. Sagicor, building trust, one generation at a time.
Guys, you want to talk about Chris? I don't know that the four of us sitting here all together have had as diverse a career as Chris has had. Chris has had a resume and a resume of success. He's gone brewery, manufacturing, service industry, ATL, Air Jamaica,
Public service.
public service after that. I mean, he's just gone on, and he's now in finance, private sector, public sector. Chris has reached amazingly at what he's accomplished and the things he's taken on. He's taken on, some of them not so palatable, but somebody had to do it, and he did it well.
You measure Chris' performance as president of the PSOJ. What jumps out on you about that period of his presidency?
The achievement, getting things done. Chris had milestones in his period of time. The tax reform, he was very instrumental in that. There are so many things that he accomplished within the first period, and then he came back again and stepped in when things were not so good. So he's a man who commits himself, will go out there for his beliefs.
And add value. And it's when you put Chris, he add value. You can measure a man by what he contributes wherever he serves. When he was president of the PSOJ, you could see the results.
Coming from the background that he came from, where his father was a judge, who became Chief Justice. So the balance of integrity and national service was always in that household from Chris was a young boy. So it's a culture that has built up in him. And what you see manifested today in somebody who is so consumed by his own wishes or whatever to do good for the country, more than himself. I'm very excited that so many people and so many organizations have seen fit to honor Chris in this way this year.
I had the opportunity to speak to a former teacher. I don't remember what the circumstances were, but he said that fellow was so bright, it was scary. Right? And what struck him most about Chris during the years that he taught him was his competitiveness. If there was an exam given to the class and Chris comes second, it was a national disaster. And he would go home and make sure that that never happened again. Okay? So that urge to be the best, which by the way makes him a significant figure in our Jamaican society now. The urge to be the best, not second best, but the best. Right. That is what sets him apart.
Yeah.
I am tremendously proud of him, and I value the fact that we are friends. Sometimes I'm over here.
Give me a headache. For me, it's an honor to know Chris. A bit of a problem sometimes because he's a pain. I won't say where, but just let me tell you he's a pain.
Sometimes I don't wake up yet. And they call me in the morning asking me questions that have serious important, significant, that he has come to a conclusion about already. But he wants to test me at 6:30 in the morning. I'm feeling even awful.
I tell him all the time that. I say, why you asking me? You already don't process what you're asking me, you know.
I personally can say without reservation, and I don't say this about many people, Glenn, you know that I have the greatest respect for. I think he deserved the 3 awards. Awards like these, there are other people who get them, but everybody gets them for a particular reason. In Chris's case, it is because of his commitment, because of his performance, because of his genuine conviction and belief in Jamaica.
I have so much respect for him because of his achievements, because of the impact that he creates wherever he serves. Chris Awards, you have seen
the work.
You have seen the work. Serving as an advisor to the Prime Minister, serving as chairman of the National Health Fund. It's a testimony that he is not a man for himself, he's a man for his country.
At his intellectual ability, he gets up and he thinks what we take 3 years to do, we can do it in about 6 months or less. And he'll accomplish it, and he'll accomplish a lot more. Not that he needs to build on his resume, it is outstanding by any measure.
This is Chris's time, and I think we need to recognize that. And right here in this
Every generation brings new hopes and ambitions. Sagicor has been helping Jamaicans to realize their dreams. As we celebrate our past, we look forward to continuing that legacy of trust, providing support and financial solutions for the next generation to succeed. Sagicor, building trust, one generation at a time.